EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 is mine. 56 is the mark. Here we go.
To throw again. Lock. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The left side completion to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
It's a first down, Washington, on a pickup of 18.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
On the carry, it's Love. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Kareem Jackson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Locke to throw.
At the 32-yard line.
Open man. He completes it to Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
56.
Lock now on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke able to get this to Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
That's good.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
And behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Yep. 55 mark out downtown. Push him back. Push him back. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Shotgun snap to Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
By Washington.
1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fan. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
56.
Block now to throw. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. We'll give him a gain of 37.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
The ball carrier.
14 yards there on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
A gain of 14. First down, Washington.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 14, Broncos 7.
To throw now on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it'll be third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
To Julio Jones.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, he'll drop to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They'll run with Love. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And it's third down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Washington first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
8-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Here's Love. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and 3. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
25, Melvin Gordon.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 37. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
37-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Locke. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Locke. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Love. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Going to throw right side here, complete. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side here with Love. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down, Washington.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, here's Love. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Young on the tackle.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
4th down.
The call here, they need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Gordon, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Julio Jones there to make the grab.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on for the
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Locke trying again after the pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Going to give it to Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
He completes this to Sutton.
Complete to Cortland.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. At the 21.
Here's Locke. Got a man open in Sutton. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Go! 6 to Mike, boys. 50's out top. 56. So we got man. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Locke working out of the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
You got nothing. Scene 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey,
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Evans has it left side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Down. Love. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Love again, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Check 3. Check 3. Cowboy 80. No pain, no gain.
So that'll back him up 5. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. This one from 35 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
40-yard line.
Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And his throw is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's second down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Hamler on the receiving end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Shotgun snap to Locke. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 19. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
19-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
The 6-yard line.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Shot 56.
Now Locke again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Suck up for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike, 50. 55. Let's go.
Throwing now is Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
You don't want none? Yep. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You remember me? Mike's 7. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Here we go, here we go.
To throw it is Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
56. Mike's 56. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 56.
One final try for Locke. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Mike, 55. Right there. Bravo. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 55's Mike, guys. 55.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. From the gun, it's Locke. Forced out to his left. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
No good. That keeps this Washington.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the two-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Washington,
the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.